This video tutorial is on the tempo, that is to say the change of speed function found on SongSurgeon, which is this slider right here, this second slider on the GUI. There are several ways in which you can change the tempo. You can click the plus or the minus buttons, and as you do that, as you see on this video, it increments it by 1%. If you click and hold, it auto increments or continues to increment. And of course you can just grab a hold of the slider and drag it. And then lastly, you can click with your mouse, this would be a left mouse click right on this gray line, and when you do that it will change it by 10%. So there are three ways there in which you can change the tempo. Now let's just grab a hold and drag clear to the right, and as we do that you'll see that we go up to 400% or fourfold increase in speed. And on the downside, we go down to 5% or 1/20th of the original speed. Now, please keep in mind that as you approach these extremes, you're going to, on most songs, hear an increasing amount of distortion, and that's pretty normal and common on all slowdown software. And that's largely because of the way these songs are put together in the studio. Mixing and mastering and little sound characteristics like reverb have a big impact on whether or not when we change the speed we hear distortion, and so it's likely that as you do that you will hear some distortion as you approach these extremes. But for the majority of the cases in which you're probably going to use it, which for the majority of people I believe is going to be the slowdown feature, and it's going to probably be something between 100 and 50%, I think you'll find that it works quite well. And let's just take a quick listen to this song that I have queued up, which is Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. I'm going to grab a hold of a slider and drag us out here to where I know there's a solo. Now let's take a listen. And as you listen, I'm going to drag this slider down and slow the tempo down so you can hear the effect on the song. Okay, there you go. I reduced this from 100 to 75 down ultimately to 50%, and you could hear the changes in tempo as I did that, and you can hear the clarity of the music coming through. It's fairly clear. You can hear or begin to hear the individual notes being played, and if you're a guitarist you can better pick out whether something is being hammered on or pulled off, or whether there's a slide or a bend and all that stuff. I guess the last thing, which I think I neglected to mention, is just that as a reset feature, any time that you'd like to reset the tempo back to the original 100%, you simply click on the text that says tempo and it moves it to 100%. So that will conclude this video on changing the tempo or increasing and decreasing speed in SongSurgeon. Thanks.